ומת.
I got a call from an ambulance, and we heard there was a multi-casualty scenario in Jerusalem. Some heard that it was in Mercaz HaRav, and I asked, but I have a child. What's happening? I panicked right away. If Doron is in the area, he would try to save others rather than save himself. You hear automatic gunfire, and right away you know it's a terrorist. We called the yeshiva and asked, did anybody see him? Let me talk to them. At midnight, the rabbi came to our house. Then we understood. He just slaughtered people without mercy. It's very difficult to handle. I had a gut instinct because they told me, if you want to find Doron, you'll always find him in the library. Doron doesn't know what it means to waste time. In the first round of fire, Yehonadav was killed. The last words that appear in the Torah between Avram and Yitzchak are, for a sacrifice, my son. For a sacrifice, my son.
They're crying, and they're allowed to cry, and they're supposed to cry, because it was terrible. And they believe that they have to keep the message of this yeshiva, keep the message going on.
Yeshivat Mercaz HaRav, the first spiritual center to combine Torah Yisrael with the building of the land of Israel. Since its inception by Harav Kook of blessed memory more than 80 years ago, the yeshiva and thousands of graduates have spread light and unity throughout the Jewish nation. The entire Jewish people, whether in Israel or in the diaspora, have expressed their pain and sorrow and the esteem with which they hold the great yeshiva. The national identity in our pages, in our heritage, in this place, in the pioneering, the settling, the IDF command, it's not by chance that they came. We recognize the need to strengthen the community you lead. They are among the leaders in Israel. I saw the community's reaction the next day. There was such strong identification, an outburst of emotion. Who knows? Maybe the innocent blood that was shed will lead to more unity. It's important that diaspora Jews know what happened here. They slaughtered our children. Look at Doron. It connects between diaspora Jews and the state of Israel. And the Mercaz HaRav Yeshiva is, without a doubt, a spiritual center that attracts many people.
We are honored that the Rosh Yeshiva agreed to meet with us tonight. We are together as one Klal Yisrael. And at Tzara in Yerushalayim, in this holy Heilige Yeshiva, is a tzara for all of Klal Yisrael.
We came to strengthen the yeshiva. They should continue with their message to lead and educate throughout the country and the entire world. We need to strengthen this miniature sanctuary. From here comes light, and Torah, and Yirat Shamayim, and a love of the people and the land of Israel. The Mercaz HaRav Yeshiva is famous, as it says, they defiled your holy temple. We need to be encouraged to add more students and more places of Torah. That is the answer to our enemies. With Hashem's help, each one of you shall be a great Torah scholar. You'll become closer to the Torah. Who will do this job if not you? Everyone is looking towards your yeshiva. Each one of you will continue to learn Torah and also to teach Torah. His death is a great loss for the family, the Ethiopian community, and Israeli society. Doron could have given to many people. We want to see that the murders had meaning, beyond our personal involvement as a family. I hope that this is the beginning of some sort of process. This is a korban tzibur, a communal offering, not just my personal affair. It's not simple to take his place, but we'll try, with God's help, by becoming a rabbi.
We're here to build. And that's the message that we've heard from Rav Tzvi Yehuda Kook, from Rabbi Avram, And this is the message that we keep teaching students.
This is our duty in this great and awful hour. To add courage, to uplift and be uplifted. Sometimes I have trouble sleeping, and at 2 o'clock in the morning I see the lights on in the yeshiva and I say, Baruch Hashem. It makes me feel better. At all times, Yeshivat Mercaz HaRav casts its light throughout the Jewish nation. Terrorists plan to attack the heart of the nation in a place that combines Torah and Eretz Yisrael together. But with the awakening of a spirit of unity and Hashem's help, nothing will stand in the way of this holy yeshiva and the ultimate goal of spreading the light of Torah to Klal Yisrael. Yeshivat Mercaz HaRav. Doron Maharta made Aliyah from Ethiopia, and for 7 years he learned passionately in Yeshivat Mercaz HaRav. Of late, he gave his heart and soul in order to study to be a rabbi. His neighbors, Ger Hasidim in Ashdod, said that he was very special. He never had a bad word to say about anyone, and he never wasted time. He was always learning Torah. Doron was murdered while he was sitting and learning Torah, and he was buried with that same blood-soaked book he was studying. Yonadav Hirschfeld. He was just 18, and in addition to the regular yeshiva learning, every month he would learn the entire Shas Mishnayos. He was able to finish it 70 times. He was murdered while he was learning about the laws of burial. He is survived by his parents and 12 siblings. Aharon Roi Rot, a great tzaddik who internalized and practiced all that he learned. He was always making people around him happy. He was famous for the power with which he answered Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah in the Kaddish prayer. When he came to the yeshiva, he told a friend how much he loved the steps leading into the Beit Midrash. He was murdered on those very same steps. Yonatan Yitzchak Adler, 16, of Shiloh, full of the joy of life with many diverse interests. A quiet, modest boy who blossomed during his last year and a half at Mercaz HaRav. One of 8 children, he loved kids and was a Bnei Akiva counselor in the Shiloh branch of the youth movement. He was buried with the Nedarim tractate soaked in his blood. Segev Peniel Avichael, 15, Neve Daniel, pure of heart, a good son, serious student, a pure soul who helped everyone constantly. Segev loved Gemara and was very good at it. Neria Cohn, 15, Jerusalem, raised in the Muslim quarter of the Old City. One of 12 children, his father is a rabbi at Eish Torah Hesder Yeshiva, a one-time co-director of Ateret Kohanim. Of boundless joy, boys his age always wanted to be with him. He lived his ideals and enlisted in every mission. Yochai Lifshitz, 18, from Jerusalem, the second of 6 children in a family living in the Jewish quarter of the Old City. His most outstanding quality was his innocence. A constant desire to search for his own truth, Yochai had an extraordinary ability to sit and learn Torah. Avraham David Moses, 16, from Efrat, skilled at reading the Parsha at Shul, very pious and very involved in Torah study. Not a fighter, but a loving person, he loved Torah and loved studying Torah. He was like an angel with purity of heart and honesty, a boy with amazing integrity.